Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro condemned the seizure of a Venezuelan government's plane by the United States in complicity with the Dominican Republic administration. The Bolivarian leader informed he talked with the Dominican Republic's President Luis Abinader to return the plane to Venezuela after what he described as a robbery by the United States and the Dominican Republic governments. Maduro also sentenced that the people of the Dominican Republic will settle their accounts with its president, whom he called a thief who responds to the interest of the United States imperialism.
I am very much looking forward to tonight's debate. I am almost going there. Otherwise they would have stolen my plane in the Dominican Republic. I would have gone there. They left me without a plane. The thief of the President of the Dominican Republic, Abinader, who is a bandit, a thief. The people of the Dominican Republic will give him his bill, in due time. Do not give me your little face if I did not go. I talked to him enough. Many times we talked, many times, face to face, so I cannot go to the debate.
Venezuelan head of state celebrated that former President Donald Trump has acknowledged that the sanctions imposed on the country were a big mistake for the U.S. economy.
But Donald Trump has recognized that the sanctions are a mistake, that they weaken the currency, the dollar, they weaken the economy of the United States. The sanctions against Venezuela were a shot in the foot that the United States gave itself. The times of imperialism, threats, blockade and sanctions are over. They cannot return to Venezuela, nor to any country in Latin America and the Caribbean. We were able to face the 930 sanctions. We were able to neutralize them, and Venezuela is already on the upswing, and nothing and no one is going to stop us in terms of economy.
In Venezuela, the World Anti-Fascist Congress is being held from September 10th to 11th, a conference that gathers more than 200 delegates from 95 countries around the world in support of the fight against imperialism, colonialism and fascism. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro announced the event by expressing his firm commitment to combat fascism and highlighting the importance of implementing laws that protect the population from this type of dangerous ideologies. Precisely in this regard, the President applauded the initiative of the National Assembly to debate an anti-fascist law. The Congress is an important space for debate and reflection to continue strengthening the fight against the extremists' ideology and provides a chance to join efforts at the international level in the defense of democratic and humanitarian values. Precisely to kick off the World Anti-Fascist Congress, the Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez held an inaugural conference on fascism, neo-fascism and similar expressions in the national and global context. In the presence of representatives from more than 95 countries, Rodriguez recalled the nation's historical fight against fascism as the Venezuelan people have faced coup d'etat attempts, economic blockades and coercive measures led by right-wing fascists and backed by foreign imperialist powers. Furthermore, Rodriguez highlighted that the latest of these attempts occurred during the July 28th elections when the far right tried to delegitimize the victory in the polls of President Nicolas Maduro.
So the fascism is not new, a new phenomenon. It was experienced on the people of the South in the dictatorships. So we have met with fascism, we have suffered fascism, and we know that the Venezuelan people has been facing actions which we have to admire, because we have to face coup d'etats, assassination attempts, imperialist invasions, economic wars, economic blockades, and most recently, some of you were here for the electoral process on July 28th. And the plan was already set. We have mentioned that it was it was happening. It was about to happen because we knew that they wouldn't recognize the victory of President-elect Nicolás Maduro, and so because when as we ratified the victory of President Nicolás Maduro, we ratified our peace, our sovereignty.
Also, during the inaugural conference of the World Anti-Fascist Congress, Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez asked for a round of applause for the resilience of the Palestinian people in their fight against fascism.
I know that Venezuela, as well as Venezuela, is confronting an expression of far right and fascism. I am aware that in other regions of the world there have been similar situations, symbolic situations, full of deep reflection, and I would like to ask a minute of applause for the Palestinian people, which is the expression, the most outstanding expression of a resilient people in front of fascism, a people that never surrenders. The Palestinian people inspires the struggles of humanity, and how in front of us the mongering media outlets promote and boost violence, death, hate, to an extent that we as human beings as human beings don't understand, because as it had happened in all countries of the world are raising their voices for defending the injustices on the Palestinian people. Long live Palestine, and thank you very much, brothers and sisters.
Also, the President of the National Assembly, Jorge Rodriguez, offered statements during the World Anti-Fascist Congress being held in Caracas, the capital, from September 10th to 11th. During his remarks, Rodriguez referred to the psychological war Venezuela has been subjected to in the past weeks and assured fascism is a political expression of the crisis suffered by capitalism, and it is manifested today in social media and a space that allows the spread of hatred with the complicity of Western powers, who are the owners of the biggest technological and media emporiums. Fear and repression are two fundamental characteristics of the working class living under neo-fascist policies, a reality that Venezuela is fighting against for it never to settle in the country, despite the ultra-right's attempts. The Republic of Abkhazia on Tuesday sent a letter to the Republic of Nicaragua on the occasion of the 15th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the two countries. The letter was sent by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Asian country, in which it emphasizes that September 10, 2009 is a truly significant date in the modern history of the Republic of Abkhazia. It further notes that the establishment of diplomatic relations between the Republic of Abkhazia and the Republic of Nicaragua on that day was a pledge of the development of friendly and cooperative relations between the two peoples and states. The letter also emphasized that the Republic of Abkhazia is ready to contribute in every possible way to the further development of the whole complex of mutually beneficial strategic partnership of interstate cooperation for the benefit of its brotherly peoples.